Hey friend, in this tutorial we're getting the Christmassy vibes. We're lighting the fireplace. We are putting on Charlie Brown Christmas, my favorite Christmas movie. And we're painting 4 Christmas cards, really cute, with a color palette theme for each one. And you could do these in 5 minutes or less. Or you can do them in more if you're like really slow. So I did these cards as a flat card or like a single-sided card. If you want to do folded cards, then you would just break your sheet of paper off into 2 sections and you'd have your illustrations on the right side so that you could have a folded card. And so you'd use 2 sheets of paper instead of 1. So I have 4 illustrations all on single-sided cards so you can write on the back side if you wanted, or you can make these into squares and do a little hole punch for a gift tag on a present. But we're starting early this year, so we're hopping on the train of making these. I have 8 cards now because we have another tutorial on these these Christmas cards. So start early, get in the season. It's November. We also have a big marital debate that we need help from you to weigh in on Christmas time, when to start celebrating.
It's an ongoing debate.
It's been an ongoing debate for 12 years now. Anyway. If you're ready to get in the Christmassy spirit, then let's dive in. All right, we are going to be painting 4 different illustrations that you can do in under 5 minutes for your Christmas cards or tags or whatever. First, by the way, look at how beautiful my water cups look together. Nice color palette. First, we're going to do a Christmas tree lot with like cafe lights strung in a zigzag. 1, 2, 3 posts probably. So we're gonna do 3-ish trees. We'll see. A dark green in the front, and then a mid green, and then like a really light blue in the back. So I've got sap green and Mars black and my size 6 brush. And these are gonna be smaller trees. So I'm gonna start with my first tree in the foreground, kind of right here, and then another one, and then another one probably here. So we're just gonna take a slanted hold and just kind of do some whiskers. You can lighten some by going to your water cup, leaving some gaps to make it look like separate ruffles. Boom, cute. There's our first tree. And we're gonna give it a little stump with burnt umber and Mars black. And I'm gonna use a slanted hold and just boop. Then lighten that dark brown color with, swashing it off in your water cup. And then I'm gonna use a slanted hold again and just give it a little X. For the base thing. Next, let's do a tall, skinny tree in the back. Maybe sap green with some lemon yellow deep for a little bit of a yellow green. So I'm gonna go up a little bit taller and skinnier, but do the same thing with my size 6 brush. And same thing, burnt umber and Mars black. Maybe this has a skinnier trunk. And then we're gonna squeeze in a really light, like slate blue color tree back there using cobalt blue and Mars black and lots of water and maybe some burnt umber. Lots of water. And this guy's gonna be like here.
What are those Christmas trees that we really like? Silver?
I really don't know my Christmas trees.
Aren't they kind of like this color even?
I think so. It's like a gray green, I think.
Silver something.
Silver bells.
Silver bells.
Silver bells.
Silver bells.
Nice. These are cute.
I'd say so.
And we'll just sneak in a little trunk. Right, yeah. And then using dark brown again, we're gonna do some poles with string lights going dink, dink, dink. Dink. And then way back here. And we got Mars Black, and I'm gonna use a lot of water, so it's like a light watery gray. I'm gonna use the tip of the brush and bring it here. You want to kind of make sure the trees are kind of dry, so you don't smear it everywhere, but I like the bleeding that's happening. And then we're gonna go behind these trees. Then we'll have lemon yellow deep for our little cafe lights. I'm gonna sneeze. Achoo! So lemon yellow deep. These trees are still a little wet underneath, so just make sure you just do a little dot so it doesn't make too much of a bleed.
Kind of makes it look like they're lit.
Yeah, fuzzy light.
Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Lit. And then these are going behind. Cute.
Pretty dang cute right there.
So cute, my goodness. All right, so we're gonna do very simple stockings because again, this is gonna be, quick illustrations. So I'm gonna do green with Prussian blue and Mars Black for like a dark forest green as my main sock, and I want them to be cutesy, like the original Grinch movie vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna paint a soap. And then keeping on the theme of this slate blue, maybe we'll have another one here, starting with a thin C curve. Maybe this one's shorter. Socky walkies. And then we'll do a pale pink with dark red detail. So you can do opera rose in a lot of water, or if you have white gouache for that different pale pink look. So we're gonna wait for these base layers to dry, and then we're gonna add some stitching detail and some cute little balls and fluffies. Next, so ornament, we're gonna do this pale pink, I'm thinking, with leaf detail on it all over the place. So we're gonna paint the ball first and then wait for it to dry, and then we'll add the detail on top. But I'm just gonna kind of do like a ball that's being strung and hanging into the frame. So I'm gonna use a vertical hold on my size 6 brush and press until I get a nice circle. And then fill it in. To make sure you don't get those hard lines, make sure you're going back over the edge that you just traced out for the edge of the circle and lifting up those dry parts. Then we're gonna do like tiny leaf holly details on top of this. But next I wanna do Scarlet Lake for the little situation. And then it's being strung here. And just kind of swinging into the card.
Wow.
So we're gonna wait for that to dry. And next, let's do some holly vibe. Maybe a little cluster that we're just gonna have right here. I'm gonna bring back that slate blue color, that cobalt with burnt umber and Mars black. And I'm gonna do some long round leaves over here with my size 6 brush. And I'm pointing my brush in line with the direction the leaf is going to point. I'm gonna press and loop. And maybe grab some dark brown to bring that color in here. And let's do a cluster of green hollies. Start with the stem first, burnt umber and Mars black. Maybe have it come down, so we're gonna do like a little cluster of 3 stems. Use very little pressure on your brush when you're bringing that up, and then dark green. And we're just gonna place and drag. So pointing in at the stem. Having some dark greens, some lighter greens with more water in your mixture. Do another blue leaf here. And maybe another blue leaf over here to frame it. So try and get kind of even with this one on the right side. Okay, and now with Scarlet Lake, we're gonna add in some berries. Just using the tip of the brush and moving it around. Some filled in circles, some with openings. There you go. Sprinkled berries. Next, let's finish the stockings. For the green guy, you can do a really dark green if you don't have white gouache, and that will stand out, or a dark blue, or a really thick mixture of red, but I'm gonna do white gouache for a little fluffy detail. sock vibe. And then we're going to do dark red on the pink one. And then you can do stripes or you can do the sock like that. I'm going to do these cute wonky stripes. And we will do dark blue for the last stocking with Mars Black and Prussian Blue. And stripes. So for this, I'm just gonna do really small branches, kind of like if I were to grab a bunch of pine leaves or whatever these things are called, holly, and just throw them up in the air and they were just kind of tossed on the ornament. So doing my brown stems first.
Any fun Christmas traditions? I feel like we might have talked about this in a previous video. Maybe last year's video.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am an early Christmas fan.
The debate continues.
It's currently November 3rd as we're filming this, and so we're in the early Christmas mood spirit, which I love. John does not.
I'm a post-Thanksgiving Christmas guy. I like Christmas celebrations the day after Thanksgiving. Literally get it going ASAP after Thanksgiving. Just think Thanksgiving deserves its due.
And it does. It gets the day of Thanksgiving.
The thing is, I feel like this household is becoming outnumbered because Miles wanted to start listening to Christmas music like in September.
Yes.
So, uh-oh. I might lose this battle, everybody.
It's all right, because growing up in Southern California, we don't have seasons. And I've said this before, but I just feel like Thanksgiving needs a little help out here because we don't have fall leaves or anything. So like just having the mood of Christmas around just boosts and enhances the festive feeling of gratitude.
May I rebut?
Yes.
That's what the color oranges and reds and browns are for Thanksgiving.
But that I feel like is just like a rip-off of Halloween.
I feel like Halloween and Thanksgiving transition well into each other with the oranges, the pumpkins, the browns, the reds, the leaves.
I don't know, dude.
The cornucopia.
Dude, what even is that?
It's like
Is that trumpet basket thing?
Yes. Full of like squash and harvest goods.
What a weird thing to invent.
Sure is. But with all that said, this is my Thanksgiving argument. It's Halloween and Thanksgiving, they have a very similar vibe. Color palettes, if you will. Christmas goes a different direction on its own, which I think starts the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think it starts November 1st.
So there you go. Marriage. Great looking ornament, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, we're just using size 2 brush, and I painted in some dark green leaves, and now we're doing berries on some of the other ones.
Back to the debate though. If memory serves me correct, when I perused the comment section of whatever video that was, we did this debate last year. And we invited our viewers to weigh in on that debate. And when I scrolled, I pleasantly discovered that most people sided with me on this one.
Yeah, I think you're just spouting off nonsense.
Well, maybe now's a good time to reintroduce the debate. Viewer, what do you think? You need to help us.
Yes. This really keeps me up at night. We should go Christmas tree shopping soon.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow.
No.
Dunskies and Dunskies. Merry Christmas to you all, and to all a good night. Hope you liked it. That was cute and fun. So obviously we have our 4 illustrations. You can now cut them out. Something even fun, if you were to do this like on a little square, you could hole punch it and tie ribbon for the present and write to Mimi from Santa, or to me, whatever. Or give it as a card. You could do a folded card if you have, you know, the fold right here, then your illustration here, and this is the back of your card. Whatever floats your boat. But I hope you had fun. If you guys liked it, make sure to share on the Instagram and tag me. I would love to see your practice. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun. I'm actually kind of surprised with how good the first one turned out. I love it. It's my favorite one. I'm gonna have to decide who I should give this one to. My son. John says him. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite to paint, or maybe one surprised you that you liked more after you painted it than before when you were just watching. Anyway, let me know in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, a wonderful winter time season, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.